A Phoenix-based international company says they think they've solved the high cost of building homes and the environmental impacts of lumber. Those are two massive issues facing the state.
And the way they do it is foam. Steve Nielsen joins us with a look at how these foam houses and how they've been able to avoid supply chain issues, Steve.
Those supply chain issues that we talk about all of the time, they've really impacted the cost of lumber since the pandemic began. And when lumber goes up, well, the cost of building a house goes up. So what if you could build a house without wood? Well, one company's been working on an answer to that question for 50 years. Listen close. Do you hear that? Exactly. This is the world's quietest construction site because instead of machinery to cut wood, here at a foam home, crews heat up a wire with a battery pack, stretch it out, and then slice the foam like butter. Then they glue it to the rest of the house with a glue that turns into more foam.
So it is 100% breathable, 100% livable. It is FDA approved and 100% recyclable.
Amir Siabi with Strata International Group shows us this 6,000 square foot home being built in the valley with their product. They say as lumber's only grown in cost, foam hasn't really. In fact, building a home this way can be 10 to 50% cheaper.
No supply chains in the last year that has ever affected us, and no supply chains moving forward that's affecting us.
Eventually, the foam's covered in a thin layer of their concrete formula, and you'd never tell it was a foam home. You might think foam makes a rickety home. They say you're wrong. In fact, they tell us the foam can withstand more than 200-mile-per-hour winds. They call it earthquake and hurricane-proof and fire-resistant. Amir says the home is essentially made out of insulation, so it's more than twice as energy efficient as a traditional wood structure.
This is the only type of construction that makes sense moving forward due to climate change, due to supply chain. This is the type of product that will make sense to build with, not only because of cost, time frame, but it saves our world as well as being the most eco-friendly product to build with.